We'll see the another bacterial disease now in a detailed way. And coming to the another bacterial disease is cholera. This was the endemic disease in the olden days. Many people throughout the world were killed because of this cholera disease. And this disease is caused by a bacteria, and the name of the bacteria is Vibrio cholera. And this is actually the scientific name of the bacteria and that causes this disease. Vibrio cholera is the name of a pathogen. And coming to here, this disease is get transmitted by the various means. And one, it includes here fecal oral route. Fecal oral route is one mode of here transmission. So what does this fecal oral route it includes? The person, those who are suffering from this, and here he will exhibit certain kind of here the characteristic features. Of all the characteristic features, loose motions, frequent motions is one of the characteristic feature. In his motions, the causative bacteria is present, is one thing. So one or another way, this bacteria it get transferred to any food items or the water that you take, consume. If the same contaminated food or water by this pathogen is get used by an healthy person, then this pathogen it enter in his body. So the fecal matter, stool is known as a fecal matter, and which the pathogen is present. This is get transmitted into the healthy person through his here mouth. So that it is known as fecal oral route, the mode of transmission. And along with that, contaminated water. The water that is get contaminated with this here bacteria, if it is consumed by a healthy person, then the disease causing bacteria, that is Vibrio cholera, get infects a healthy person. And here one more important thing, the incubation period of this one. This is the mode of transmission. Coming to the incubation period, how much time does this bacteria takes place for manifestation of a disease? So it takes for about a few hours of its invention or 2 to 3 days. So from the few hours to 2 to 3 days of span of time, actually the incubation period of this disease. So this is the one. From few hours to almost all here 2 to 3 days span of time is an incubation period of this pathogen. And coming to here, the symptoms of the disease. Once the person is suffering from this cholera, he do exhibit the two important characteristic features. And here frequent here stools. He'll go for frequent passing of stools. That means he'll go for frequent motions. And very important and characteristic feature of the motion, it is white in the color, just like here rice water. Just before you are cooking the food, we used to here wash the rice with a water. After that, whatever the water comes out, that is a watery white in its color. Such a kind of here stool he will produce. That means white like a rice water. Such a kind of here stool here is released by a patient. Along with that, here very frequent vomitings also. Repeated vomitings also here it takes place. Simply we can say that here the symptoms of the cholera, it includes vomitings and motions very frequently. These are the two major characteristic features. Because of these frequent motions and vomitings, here patient lose the water from his body and he'll undergo to a dehydration. And meanwhile he do lose the electrolytes like sodium and here chloride and some other here electrolytes also he get lost. And if it is not treated on time, it leads to even death of the person. Now let us see here what is actually the diagnosis method that is available to us. And in order to here identify the disease or diagnosis the disease, then here the microscopic examining of the stool and vomiting. We do collect the stool of a patient and even the vomiting of a patient. If you can observe it under the here electronic microscope, definitely it is possible to us to observe this kind of here bacteria. And since this bacteria belongs to the Vibrio type, these bacteria are in a comma shape. comma shape. Vibrio, it represents here a comma, such a comma shaped bacteria there are. So with the microscopic examination, you can identify these bacteria and their cysts within the stool and vomiting of a infected person. This is the diagnosis method that is available to us. Once the diagnosis is done, what is the treatment for this? And what is before that, let us see the prevention. Coming to the prevention, as I said here, making use of here the water which is free from these pathogens is one thing, and consuming a fresh and hygienic food materials. Generally, that helps to us to avoid such a kind of diseases. And thereafter, what is the treatment when the person is get infected? And here, using ORS solution. Just now I said, because of frequent motions and here vomitings, here dehydration of the body it takes place, and even he lose the very important electrolytes from his body too. In order to replace, then the patient will be given the ORS solution. ORS solution, it stands for oral rehydration solution. This is the solution the patient takes through his mouth, hence it is oral. And this here solution helps for rehydration of a body. That is the reason why we call it as ORS solution. These ORS here packets are available in all the medical shops. Even if you want, we can here make this oral rehydration solution in our house itself. It is easy to make this ORS solution. You can take here a glass of water, and in this water you can add here 1 tablespoon of here the salt. You can add to that salt. Here the chemical formula is NaCl. It consists of electrolytes like sodium as well as chlorine. And you can here add some amount of here sugar also to this glass of water. When you stir this one here thoroughly, you do get a solution. If you give this solution very frequently to the victim, then he will be rehydrated. All the electrolytes what he lost during this vomiting and here the stools, then you will get all the electrolytes back. So he will be safeguarded. So that is one thing. And this is one of the here the treatment of the cholera patient. Thereafter, actually the antibiotics we use in order to treat to that, and the antibiotics it includes chloramphenicol is the name of a antibiotic. Thereafter, tetracycline is one more here antibiotic. By using the 2 types of antibiotics, we can successfully treat the cholera infected person. And this is all about. And thereafter, who discovered this cholera first and who demonstrated that the cholera is get transmitted by contaminated water? Let us see now here. The person Robert Koch is a name of a here the person who discovered the cholera. Robert Koch is a person who discovered this cholera first. And thereafter, John Snow is a one more here scientist who demonstrated that the cholera is get transmitted by the contaminated water from person to person, and that is what here is given. And John Snow is a person demonstrated here that the cholera is get transmitted through contaminated water. Whatever the water is get contaminated, through this contaminated water here the cholera is get transmitted. This is actually get demonstrated by John Snow. This is all about cholera.